No, I didn't know if you wanted. I was going to give it and didn't know if you wanted to elaborate on it.
We had, as you said, one water
You have to go to the
rescue.
podium.
Yes, you have to come up here, Chief.
Okay.
You gotta be official.
You're loud enough, but we do have a mic right there.
Yeah, as Councilman Topper said, we had 29 alarms for the month, 2 structure fires. One was in the city, one was outside the city. One vehicle accident required extensive extrication. That was assisting an outside department. 1 water rescue. We had 1 weather-related emergency. 2 standbys for outside departments. We had 13 automatic fire alarms in town. And 9 vehicle accidents with injuries. We traveled 221 miles for the month. We did 20 hours of fundraising, 4 hours of company training, and then last Saturday, September 14th, we partnered with the Red Cross and we installed 141 smoke detectors in town.
Awesome, so awesome.
Would you elaborate on the water rescue, please?
It was, someone was floating out on the raft. Bystanders thought she was incapacitated, but she wasn't. She was just sleeping, floating down the river.
That's when you relax, right?
Yeah.
That's what we do down here.
So
Yeah.
she kind of got, once we got down alongside of her, she was, but
Okay.
I got
with
to use the boat.
that, with the Red Cross, we're gonna try to do this once a year. We hit different sections through the town, so we're gonna try to make this a yearly project.
Listen, I did it first time. We actually, Councilwoman Tazan and her family helped, and they did in the city. I was out at the trailer park in Connellsville Township, but I was saying that our goal is to have every single home in this city have a smoke detector.
We hit
And I think
almost-
working with the American Red Cross that we can make that happen, and it's an awesome program. It really is. I loved it. It was everybody that when I did it, was so appreciative of it, and it just gives you a little bit of a peace of mind that because we have a lot of old homes here, so now getting these brand new 10-year battery smoke detectors, knowing that they're in there and that's going to give them a advance notice if they, God forbid, if there a fire breakout, and give them a chance to not have injury or death. It's amazing. I just thank you guys. I mean, being volunteers, it's giving up your day and doing what you all do. I so much appreciate it so much. And I know are you guys selling tickets right now for something too?
We have a cash bash coming up the 28th.
And there's still tickets available?
Yes.
And how much are the tickets?
They're $20 for 3 numbers.
$20 for 3 numbers, and they can
You
get
can get them at the door.
Get them at the door. On what date again?
28th.
28th. We have a lot going on this September 28th.
Basically,
so-
help us help you.
That's
how
why I
we
said,
look at it.
I try to push everything that money goes to is going back into the community in some way or another. So thank you guys so much.
And we also did get notification today. We did get our AFG grant I applied for our breathing air
Oh,
compressor.
wonderful.
So
That's great.
more progress.
Awesome.
More company training coming up this Sunday.
Yes, this Sunday we're going to be out. We're going to be doing extensive vehicle extrication class out at Mike Upton's, the gentleman that has the garage across from Gibson Terrace. He gets us all the cars anytime we need them.
Awesome.
And that's our hardest thing when we do this vehicle rescue, is to find somebody that'll get you the cars, and then when we're done with them,
Dispose
he
of
takes care of disposes of them, and that just saves us a lot of hassle and paperwork to try
Awesome.
to get that stuff.
And then Fire Prevention Week coming up.
That's right, in October.
Brother Addis will be going around to all the preschools, and that's not easy. That takes a lot of time, and they go to each daycare and give as many speeches as they possibly can.
We've probably 400 or 500 kids we touch in that week.
Wow.
Yeah, we're actually in the Head Start now.
Awesome.
So,
I
great.
wanted to say real quickly, you guys weren't there, but I dropped off last week some information. Did you get it? Okay.
Yes,
If you
I
need
got
to
it.
order more of those for the schools, call me, and then I can bring them to you. Okay.
Thanks. Sorry for the mix-up there.
That's okay.
All right, the only other thing I have is the second reading of an ordinance we discussed last month, and I'll read it. I'm guessing in its entirety as it's stated here because Greg had to as well. Okay.
Yep.
Be resolved
Good luck
by
with
Be it resolved by the City Council of City of Connellsville to adopt Bill number 3 of 2019, ordinance number 1541, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Connellsville, Fayette County, Pennsylvania, requiring the registration of abandoned real property and vacant buildings and structures with a notarized registration and the payment of registration fees, setting forth definitions, providing for the applicability of the ordinance, providing for the designation of local agents, implementing a duty to amend the registration, establishing the fees for registration and applicable waivers therefrom, providing procedures for the appeals, providing that delinquent registration fees shall be a lien on such property, providing for an annual compliance inspection, setting forth provisions regarding rights of entry into such property, and regarding search warrants and notices, providing provisions for special requested inspections and notices, providing for the administration and enforcement of the ordinance, setting forth violations and penalties, providing for the compliance with other codes, declaring that the provisions of this ordinance are non-exclusive, providing for the repeal of inconsistent ordinances, providing for an effective date for the ordinance. And I so move.
All right. Is there a second?
Second.
Are we all good? City Clerk, take the vote.
Councilman Keady,
Yes.
Councilwoman Tazan,
Yes.
Councilman Karpiak,
Yes.
Councilman Topper,
Yes.
Mayor Lincoln.
Yes.
That's all I have, Mayor.
Thank you, Councilman Topper. I just forgot one other thing. Sorry. First, Constance, you can get firsthand knowledge of the paving project, the draining project.
Absolutely love it. I came down to thank you tonight. Appreciate it. I'll get the final word whenever winter comes.
Yes, when we get
But right now, we have.
So when it rains and you're
Exactly.
noticing that the rain's getting
Not
collected,
something
and
yeah.
I figured we'd hear from you if it
Yes,
wasn't
you
working.
have.
But it looks gorgeous.
It does.
I tell you, the Public Works.
only thing now they're speeding down.
Well, of course, we knew that. I mean, you knew that was going to happen.
I get that every
You
time.
saw one something and something else pops up, but, you know, I appreciate it. We appreciate it.
But I just, our Public Works guys worked in the hottest,
job.
probably the hottest days of the year. It was something their city clerk put together with Councilman Karpiak, and were able to add that to our thing, and they were able to accomplish that. Because we also did Penn Street, Peter and Penn, and we did the same exact thing.
It took a long time. I've been on that street for 40 years.
So, well, I'm going to tell you, Penn Street, 25 years, I think.
Okay.
The resident I have been, this has been a 2-year thing, you know what I mean? And getting that done is like so huge. Like paving is such an amazing feeling to see, because, taxpayers are saying that their money is going back into the city, and they're getting something out of their, besides the police and the fire, and but you're getting to see a road, and that was such a big deal. I mean, I'm just so happy that it was done, and I can't wait.
Appreciated by
I can't wait to see in the winter when it snows, when there's no longer 6 inches of ice, and we're not getting called to go up there with a dump truck of rock salt. It's all being, we'll just be salting the alley.
Yes.
That's it. We won't have to worry about the people having their tires frozen to the ground. So it was just a big thing. I just wanted to get you to acknowledge that, because that's why I said that was a big thing. And then the other thing is that Courier, I don't think it was anything in the Herald, did the article about us having this meeting with the Councilman Karpiak and I, and the city clerk, with the PA American and the Connellsville Sewage Authority to discuss a possible sale. What it was basically a getting together of two groups for PA American to express their interest in the Connellsville Municipal Authority. The City Council, of course, would rather the Connellsville Municipal Authority know what's coming in the way of having them do right-to-know requests for information with their public information down there. So our interest was to bring them together so we can all talk at the same time. They brought this really informative packet of information right here to give to everybody, which we do have a copy here, which PA American said if anybody in the community would like a copy of it. What it has in here is the new Act 12, which is that they would basically, when PA American would offer money, it would be a fair market value for the sewage authority, which they've already owned 3. It has all the information about their latest acquisition in McKeesport when they took over their sewage authority there. So all that information's in here, exactly what went, everything in here, exactly how it went is in this packet. One thing I did really want to pass along that is that Pennsylvania American has a water assistance program. It's called H2 Help. And what it does is it grants up to $500 per year, an 85% discount on monthly water service charge, and a water savings devices and education for, it definitely, I would, it's income based, but with our area, we have a lot, everybody's a lot of the fixed incomes here. So if you're not aware of this program, we have that here. I'm going to get our Shelley to scan this and just put a little information on our city website, connellsville.us. So if you would like to look into further maybe getting water assistance, if it's something that you're looking for, believe me, I work for the water company. I know that how many people struggle to pay their water bills. So this is a wonderful program that they offer, but I also just wanted to let people know that we weren't looking to blindside anyone and say that we're selling the plant. And the other thing that was mentioned in the article was rates. When this new plant is done, our sewage rates are going to go from $15.55 a month to $28, and that's going to be levied by the Connellsville Sewage Authority, not PA American. So regardless of who owns this plant, the rates are going up no matter what, because the plant has to be redone. It's a 30-year plan. The plant's 30 years old. This is what's supposed to be done. They're doing the right thing. They're doing a fantastic job at the Connellsville Municipal Authority, but just wanted to get that out there that our rates are going to go up no matter what. So just so everybody's on the same page, we five here on this council are the ones who would make the decision if we ever decided to sell the Connellsville Municipal Authority. That's who makes the decision. And we would never make a decision that's going to be the wrong decision. But we also should have an open mind to anything that's brought to our attention, because we represent the taxpayers, everyone in the city. So we would not want to not be open-minded on something that could be a windfall for the city. So I just want to put that out there. If anyone would like to see this packet of information that PA American gave to us, they would definitely provide more. It's a way to be informed about the process, and so we don't get misled by comments or anything like that.
I believe even with it going up to 28, it's still lower than
Yes.
surrounding
Yes. Our rates right now are the lowest in the Commonwealth. But I'm just, it was made to believe that this was not good for our residents. And I'm just saying is that our rates are going up no matter what. And we should all know that after this, and it might be next year, I don't know if it's when the bids go out or when they start, but the rates are going up. And I just want to get that out there because, like I said, we don't want people being misled about things that we are doing. And if anybody else has anything, I'm going to say goodnight and see you all next month. And be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Connellsville that this meeting of City Council does hereby adjourn. I so move. Is there a second?
Second.
The clerk, take the vote.
Councilman Topper?
Yes.
Councilman Carpiak?
Yes.
Councilwoman Tazan?
Yes.
Councilman Keady?
Yes.
Mayor Lincoln?
Yes.